Here's the third down play.
So that was the first play that they did. They got him all those bonus yards. And then the second down pass play where they went and tried to go for the long ball.
So 3rd and 10 coming up.
So now it's 3rd down. They run the ball. They get stopped. But on the bottom of the screen, you see the referee come running in here. Right there, saying timeout. And then there's the redo of the down since it was a timeout. And then there's the punt.
And this is essentially the 5th down where they're punting it away. They've explained it to Sonny Dykes, and he's not pleased, I don't think, with what he has heard on the far sideline now.
But it's a point that he needed to make the argument at the time of when they said, no, there was a timeout.
Oh, I understand.
That's when he needed to.
But, you know, that I think it caught a lot of people off guard. You just don't see that happen too often. These officials, you know, so good at what they do, and it slipped them for some reason. So this official review carries on here in Ruston.
Well, what people at home don't understand, even these kind of reviews, it makes the fans go a little bit nutty. They start dancing all kind of different songs and whatnot.
Okay, play number 1.
But you're seeing this is play 1. The ball goes that way.
Yeah, that goes for 9 yards.
9 yards.
Second
and
one.
Short, you take a shot long, which is usually standard MO. You take the shot long, you don't get it.
Okay, now it's 3rd and 1.
So now it's 3rd and 1. The question is, does a person come in from the side? They don't convert on it.
So
but
now
you're
it's 4th and 1.
Down here, on the bottom right there, was there a timeout called or not? So there, they get to do 3rd down again. Incomplete. Now they punt.
No, they had 4th down there.
Right.
4th down, and they didn't convert it. And that's 5th down, the punt.
Well, no, they put 3rd down back up on the marker.
Well, that's what they're saying. Okay, they're going to rule it then that incomplete was 4th down. We'll get the official call here. Apparently a timeout was called. Here we go.
After further review, the ball was picked after 4th down. The ball should have gone over to Louisiana Tech at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for Louisiana Tech at the Hawaii 22-yard line.
Well, according to what we saw, that timeout was called after the play. Hence, they should not have had that extra down. And in that case, they made the right call. Bulldogs football.
And all I can say is wow, because as a player, what do you do? When they left the marker as 3rd down, there's nothing else that you can do. I don't even know how you can fight that. I know Coach McMackin's not happy about that, because how do you fight that when the referee was the one that said, okay, got the timeout, now it's 4th down. What do you do? I've never seen a play where 2 plays later you reverse it and you move it down to that point.
To wipe that punt off the record books, that play never happened. The punt never happened. And Louisiana Tech takes over on downs now at the 22-yard line, and McMackin really venting his frustration now.
Well, like I said, how do you go 2 extra plays and go backwards is the point I think he's asking. You can't do something like that unless the rules that says they can, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, he is, and you know, this is, you know, mild-mannered guy, a lovable guy. He is really at wit's end right now, frustrated, very frustrated. And Louisiana Tech will have it at the 22-yard line. And it's a big opportunity now for the Bulldogs.
And that's why I go back to his frustration. When the referees give you that extra down and then they come back and say, oh, you didn't get the timeout in, that's what makes it tough.
Paul LeBen, instant replay here at Louisiana Tech. Explain what happened there, Paul, if you could, just on the call. There were 5 downs, essentially. Okay, 5 downs. We appreciate that. Thank you. And Louisiana Tech has the football now at the 22-yard line. He's kind enough to come over and verbally tell us. And now, Robert Cameron is on the headphones again.
And I'm not faulting that Hawaii didn't have 5 downs, but when the referee gives you the timeout and marks it as 3rd down again, as a coach, what are you supposed to do? I think that's what Coach McMackin's upset about, because technically they the ones that gave him the extra down. So what do you do? If they would have said, no, you didn't get the timeout, then he would have said, okay, I'm a punt.
Okay, here's the third down play. And then they had an incomplete pass on fourth down, and then they punted it away on fifth down, essentially. Now what's going on? Here, we're going to get another explanation.
That was called before third down was run. So it is actually, the punt was correct. It is Louisiana Tech's ball, first down.
So what they're saying is the timeout did happen because so you hear that quick whistle. That quick whistle means right before the ball was snapped, they went over and called the timeout. That's why the quick whistle, but the referee on the bottom didn't do a good enough job of blowing it loud enough and hard enough.
But Jay, they moved the football all the way down the field. Now they're back to where they began.
Well, McMacken, I guess he screamed about it, but that's what I go back to. Both coaches have it right in their frustration.
Oh, there's no question. You can understand.
But it's like, okay, and that happens where you get that late whistle, the ball's getting ready to be snapped, and they call it, but it doesn't get there quick enough before the ball's actually snapped. And that's why I said the bottom referee should have ran in there a lot faster, blown it a lot harder. That might have been able to stop it.
Okay, so the timeout was called. The punt did happen, and Louisiana Tech does have the football back where they originally had it at the 36-yard line after that official review. Here we go. First play of the series from the 36. Isham tipped, and it is almost intercepted. Almost picked off as Aaron Brown had a beat on that one.
Now here's where La Tech has to be careful. They're frustrated, they're angry, and they've been sitting. So this is where errors can happen. You got to take it a play at a time, get back on track.
And again, we talked about time sitting on the sideline. How does it affect the offense? How does it affect the defense here early in the second quarter?
To throw because you don't know at what point the quarterback's going to do it. And if you sit back for it, they can beat you deep.
Season high in receiving yardage for Royce Pollard. First down at the Bulldogs 38. When he's workmanlike, nickel and diming his team down the field, Pollard's been a big reason why. Plenty of time. Other sideline, tipped and caught by the second Hawaii receiver, and it's close to a first down. Not how they planned it. It went through the hands of Ostrowski and then clapped the catch, and now we have an altercation. After the play, flags everywhere.
Well, what happened is the Hawaii guy, a La Tech guy came in and hit a Hawaii guy. Flag went up, and then the Hawaii guy got mad, hit another La Tech guy, and then that's how it always starts.
And Brett Leonard, the left guard, is down, getting up slowly.
You always got to be careful. You got to trust the referees will catch the guy that does it first. See, right here at the end of the play, you're going to see a guy right bottom of your screen, right there. Gets hit, and he's on the ground. So then the Hawaii guy right there hits somebody, and then there's Javante Crow, and it just starts to spiral after that. But you see right there, that's the second hit. Then he takes his helmet off, he pushes him, and before you know it, numerous guys are going after each other. So the referees are trying to figure out who was first, who was second, so on and so forth.
Okay, Brett Leonard went down first. Sapolo, number 61, came to his aid, and then Fa'uamu came in. Fa'uamu, the senior, as well.
So you can't see the initial hit on the bottom one. That's why the flag went up. So Hawaii just in the
after the play, personal foul on the offense, number 61. Personal foul on the defense. Number not reported. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 59 for the defense. All those penalties cancel. It is second down.
That's kind of baffling to me. 2-1, but they somehow balance out.
Yep.
But they usually, that's what happens. And the rule of thumb is never be the second guy. Sometimes you do the first thing and you don't get caught, but never respond. That's what Hawaii did. If they just did not respond, they could have got 15 yards tacked on to the end of that.
So the catch stands. Clapp with the catch off the deflection. It was intended for Ostrowski. It's a 9-yard pickup. Second and 1 coming up.
This is a very testy game. Both these teams are hungry. They want to win. They understand they both have a chance to win the WAC. And they understand the importance because La Tech has lost 3 close games they shouldn't have. Hawaii's lost a couple games that they thought they shouldn't have. So it makes you like very frustrated, makes you testy, and every one of these situations amps it up just a little bit more.
Coach Dyke saying we have to learn how to finish a game. Looking for that signature win, that breakthrough. He thinks once they get that and get over the hump, they can get things rolling. Came so close to winning at Mississippi State. Blew a big lead to Houston. This has been a battle. It has not been a pretty first half. And these teams, I think, part of it is they recognize how important this game is. It is a knockdown, drag-out battle.
And they know with Boise State being gone, this WAC is up for grabs. Hawaii was 10-1 last year. They had every opportunity to do that. So they want this win. Both teams do. You travel this far. You don't come this far to lose. And La Tech, like I said, has been in so many tough games this year. They can just taste it. And they want it. It's a matter of finishing.
Right? You know, you look at the facial expressions of Coach Dykes and Coach McMackin. I don't think I've seen a smile the entire. I mean, it is with everything that's gone on. There's enough pressure on the field, but with everything else that's gone on tonight, it's painful to watch.
It is.
Watch these guys down there.
And it's frustrating as a player and a coach because the referees, for all intents and purposes, are not supposed to be part of the game, but just kind of manage it. Make sure things don't get out of hand. But when certain things like this happens and the 5-down situation, or was it 4 downs and a timeout, when those things start to happen, it takes away from what you want to do as a team, and it takes the steam out of it. It makes you very frustrated.
7:36 to go, and they have a conference right now to discuss what happened on that last play, the deflection and the catch, and then the offsetting personal foul penalties. They're going to describe what has happened here, give us some clarification.
Correction, it'll be 2nd down.
We had 2nd and 1 from the 30, so that's what we understood before they got together and talked, and that is what it is, 2nd and 1 from the 30-yard line. Hawaii with a golden opportunity here to get some points. Nearing the 7-minute mark, and slowly, methodically, they've been doing a good job moving the football up the field.
They need to really convert. The way this game's going, this is crucial points right here.
Pollard split to the bottom, draw, Iosefa right up the gut, has room, he's to the 10, and he's inside the 10-yard line. They cross him up with the run. Iosefa, his longest run from scrimmage. It'll be